Welcome to the fight of the century between the challenger Jolton Jr. Davis and the champion Tiny Irish Bob Murphy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, entering ring, the challenger Jolton Jr. Davis. And now, entering the ring, the champion Tiny Irish Bob Murphy.
Don't go away. Who's he?
That's the champ. Tiny Irish Bob Murphy.
But he ain't tiny, and I have a sneaking suspicion he ain't even Irish.
His eyes are smiling.
You old son of a gun, you. You're the champ. He's Irish. But he ain't tiny. He definitely ain't tiny.
Go in there. The ref wants to talk to you.
Champ, let me check that glove.
Give me a hand, will you?
Sure.
That's a good glove.
Come on. Boys, this is a 15-round fight. And
Don't bet on that. I have a dinner date in 10 minutes. I'll be showered, shaved, and dressed. And 5 minutes early.
you got him now.
What do you mean I got him?
And there will be no hitting below the belt.
Nope. That don't leave me much space.
Yeah, that's gonna be your problem. And if there's a knockdown, you go to the nearest neutral corner. All right?
That's where I'm going right now.
Where you going?
To the nearest neutral corner, which happens to be, for me, 125th Street and 8th Avenue. Later, you got him. Fight him, Whitey.
Get him in a clinch. We'll think of something. Don't worry about a thing. He's scared to death of you.
Get him in a clinch.
Yeah, we'll think of something. Don't worry.
Look, I tell you what. Why don't you get him in a clinch? Because I already thought of something I told him before. I'm gonna leave. Oh, don't kill me.
Come on.
Go ahead, give him.
Fight.
All right, get him. Get him there, Joel. Hit him in the midsection.
You got him now. You got him, Junior. That's it. Hit him again.
Now you got him. Get him on the rope.
That was a good one, Junior.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, you got him now.
One more like that. Get him there.
Atta boy. You got him. Come on. Hey, there's only one hope left. Try and make friends with him.
That's it.
Make friends.
Make friends with him?
Make a friend of him. You can do it.
Hi there, sailor. New in town?
Hey, it's no use. We better throw in the towel.
No, wait.
What?
Just wait. I think I got one thing that can take him by surprise. One last thing. Come on here, bro. Jolton! How did you do it?
What did you whisper in his ear?
I just told him that George Wallace was going to buy the house next door to his.
And that flattened him?
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're live. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
And I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother. Welcome to the Hoodviewpolitics Tuesday night live stream.
Now, if you're new here, you don't know what to expect. But if you've been here before, you know what's going on here. We chasing magas and coons. Magas and coons. Appreciate everybody that been subscribing lately, tuning in. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. When you get a chance, subscribe, like. We appreciate that a whole lot. You know what I'm saying, dog? We got a lot to get into from a perspective from the hood. You know what I'm saying, dog? Politics is moving. It's a moving thing, you know? It's a lot to get into. What's going on with you, player?
Ain't shit. More the same, more the same, more the same. Oh, yeah, before we go any further, I got to apologize for having to step out the other night. I had some shit going on. I had to be myself for a couple of minutes. So, but I'm back tonight. We in the pit, and let's talk about some good shit.
That is the podcast pit for anybody that's new to this.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
motherfucking points.
So much has been going on in politics, right? And so much has been going on in general. So a few things we're going to talk about tonight is especially the first black lady, Kamala. we definitely going to talk about her for sure. The debates. Is somebody ducking the debates or not? I don't know what's happening here. You know what I'm saying? We're not sure.
I'm not even gonna get into that argument because I said the other week or last week, I believe he's going to debate when the debate start. If he on the motherfucking stage when the first question is asked, then I believe it because he's already setting the groundwork to back out. But he said today that he made a deal that he's going to do it and whatever. But I'll still believe that shit when I see it.
So we got Breonna Taylor, and we also got black magas. What will we touch on first? First, we got to get into motherfucking CNN. First of all, as everybody knows, they had these panels, right? Where I guess people are just undecided, meaning they don't know who the fuck to vote for. Y'all already know that person to me either is illiterate, don't know what's going on, or just dumb as fuck. There's not a whole lot of different avenues for that. You know what I'm saying? If you in America and don't know which way to go now, you on something different, bro. You literally on something different. You know what I'm saying? But CNN be having these things where they gather up so-called independents, right? Now, I don't know if anybody heard about this, right? But a man called Bryant Rosado, right? He's a real estate agent. For anybody don't know, if so, anybody that been getting apartments from him, he's a real estate agent. So-called undecided voter, black man in Pennsylvania. Now, people has been doing motherfucking research on him. I was gonna do some research on him last week, but people beat me to it. Like Midas Touch. Shouts out to Midas Touch YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? They dug in deeper than I would had a chance to. You know what I'm saying, dog? And they discovered a lot of things about this food, right? Now, I want y'all to understand what I'm talking about here. I'm gonna give you a general overview of what we're talking about right now. Now, CNN, as you can see now, has a panel of undecided voters that they bring in. Now, they brought these voters in after Kamala Harris' speech. Now, before that, they was undecided, right? So you can understand the backdrop of what's going on here.
More about that in a second. Patrick, also with the UAW, grade you gave it again?
A B+.
How come B+?
Well, she was very confident in what she was saying. She showed leadership ability and understanding of the topics at hand. But again, she didn't go in depth. I did like what she said about what she's going to try to do for the middle class, about a tax break for us, which would be very nice, but still a little bit more information on some of the things that she's planning on doing.
Sean, also with the UAW, the grade you gave it again?
I gave her an A.
How come?
I was looking for policy information. I really wanted to see some substantive policy information. And I thought she did give enough. I like what she gave on military, what she wants to do for our veterans, and with border control. I just think that she has a lot of good ideas, and she's very well spoken. I think she was very professional.
Sabrina is your daughter and also a UAW member, helping to make cars and trucks for America.
Yeah.
You're great again?
A.
How come an A?
I think she was very well spoken. She was very clear on what her policies were and elaborated on them with the time given, and the fact that she's wants to bring back rights for women.
And Brian, you're in real estate. You're a nice guy too, like everyone in this panel, and you gave the only C. How come you gave a C?
She wasn't clear enough on the policies. She did speak a lot of her personal history, which was great, but I still don't feel like she's ready. I feel like more so she should wait. I don't want to per se vote for someone that is a backup.
All right. Well, but I'm going to ask you shortly. You're obviously not ready to vote for Kamala Harris. I'm sure about that.
Right. Let's hold on. Let's see. Talk to.
But what I want to ask all of you all together.
All right, hold on. All right. So let's touch on a few things that just happened here. Right. There's a panel of I think 7 or 8 people. Right. These people went into there thinking they was undecided, which I don't agree with from the beginning, but that's a side point. They was undecided voters, right? And after the speech, they asked each one of them how they grade the speech. Each one of them gave an A or B plus. It was one person that said a C, which was odd, right? But when you look at it, you be okay, he felt like it was a C. Okay, let's hear what he got to say. But when he explained what he wanted to say, I mean, the reason why, it was air. He literally didn't say anything. Oh, you know what? I think she just wait. Everything was good, but I think she should wait. What the fuck did that mean? What are you talking about, bro? You was undecided, right? So if you undecided, you should give a detailed example of why your mind has did whatever after the speech, right? But if you come out and say, oh no, I think she should wait. What the fuck did that mean? It ain't no waiting. She the nominee now. What the fuck is she waiting for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the wait? What are you talking about, bro? I don't want to vote for a backbencher. Like, what? That shit don't even make no sense, bro. Go ahead.
Well, CNN do these damn focus groups after everything, after debates, after State of the Unions, after speeches, real big speeches. They get these focus groups, and always got some kind of different voters. So this time they had independents who ain't really make up their mind yet. Okay, that's cool. The problem with dude was this.
There's a lot of problems with dude.
The problem with dude was this. He was a Trump supporter. CNN knew he was a Trump supporter, and they put him on anyway.
How would you? Hold on, that's the thing. Did they know? Did they look in his background?
They knew,
or they just went.
They knew.
Fly by when somebody say they independent.
No, he told them.
Huh?
Yes, he told them. So you got one of the Midas Touch things. Masalas on Midas Touch, he put out a couple of them, and they knew who he was and knew that he was a Trump supporter. He told them that he was a Trump supporter, but then told them that he hadn't made up his mind. That's bullshit. So
okay, that's my point.
Yeah, so they knew where he was going. Then it came out. Was it today? I think it was today. They put out a statement that they knew, and they put him on anyway. Basically, what they were saying. So they're basically saying, fuck it, we knew, kiss our ass. But
wait.
Yeah.
But if he giving the impression that I'm leaning Trump, but I'm open after this speech, I'm open to see what she got to say since she's not Biden. Do you think he gave that impression?
I think that's the impression that he wanted to give to get on the panel. I think he wanted to get on the panel and do what he did. But where CNN is wrong at, look, if you are going to do this, because even if you put on somebody that it was the other way and they was leaning hers and they told you this, you shouldn't put them on either. If you're going to put people on, you supposed to put true undecided voters on. That's the only way that it can be copacetic. You got to put true, unadulterated, unabashed. I don't know who the hell I'm voting for. That's where CNN was wrong. Dude believe he wanted to get on there and do what he did. Okay, you wanted to. Come on, dude. That wasn't no C speech.
Again, the fact that he was on there knowing. Now let's put CNN aside for a minute. He know what the fuck he is.
Yeah, he know what the fuck he is.
He know he's not no independent. Now you feel me?
Look.
Now we saying we know he's not an independent because the research has been done on him, such as posting shit like supporting the motherfucking January 6ers.
Yeah.
Or getting mad, posting shit mad at motherfucking the vice president for not doing whatever Trump wanted him to do on January the 6th.
His agenda was whatever his agenda was, he did. Because for one, look, everybody on that panel gave that speech a B and up. That was no C speech. That wasn't no average. That wasn't no average. That wasn't no average ass speech.
It was odd for him to say that.
Right. So, and then to say, okay, you ask the rest of the panel, and they say, well, I gave it a B. And they say, why did you give it a B? Well, I don't think she gave enough specifics. Okay, if you think that she didn't give enough specifics and more specifics would have made a A, that's cool. But you gave a legitimate reason. You said, I like what she said this, I like that she said that, but I wish she would have said more about this. That was a whole panel. You get the dude. This I knew the shit. When I seen the shit, I was like, man, this dude fucked up. You get the Slim, and Slim say, oh, it was a C. Then why you give it a C? Oh, she not ready. The fuck you mean she not ready?
It's stupid as fuck.
What the hell? Look, for one thing, she got way more. How is she not ready? She got more experience than Trump when Trump ran. Trump had no political experience. And he really still ain't got none now.
I mean, it just sounded dumb.
Yeah, so
when I'm listening to it, like the first time I listened to it, he sounded odd to me, right?
Yeah, that's what I was.
So you already thinking, hold on, wait, man. He really independent? What's happening here? You know what I'm saying? So later on in the motherfucking video, main man will ask all of them, did they change their vote or how they voting now after the speech? And this will happen.
Gather at this point. Like I said, none of you were ready to make a commitment to any candidate in November. Please raise your hand right now if you're now ready to make a commitment after today.
Now,
whatever your business needs, Vistaprint,
everybody
like
raised their hand
to thank you cards.
when he asks, are you ready to make a commitment today? Now, before the speech, nobody wanted to make a commitment. Now, you understand that? Now, the one person that didn't raise her hand, I want to get to her in a minute.
Make it very clear. They will attest to this. 7 of you are now ready. Scott?
Yes, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris.
Andy?
Yeah, Kamala
Harris, yes.
Donna?
Yes, I'm voting for her also.
Kamala.
Sean? Sean?
Yes, Kamala.
He said it right.
Sabrina?
Kamala.
She said it.
Patrick?
Kamala.
He said it right.
Brian?
Trump.
Huh?
Trump.
It
and
just
finally, Lindsay.
Okay.
Still probably not voting.
Still probably you don't like either of them.
All right, let's talk about these two.
Okay.
What led to
let's
you all making a decision? Was it that decisive of an evening, Scott?
Yeah, I really, as I said before, I really liked her confidence. She's really seemed presidential. She seemed very confident. Like I said,
hold on. It's a lot happening right there. All right, first of all, I gotta give man credit. The last dude, I really got a impression that he really is trying to figure out who he want to vote for, and he really came to a conclusion on this joint after he watched her joint. I'll be honest with you. Out of the rest of them, I think they already knew what they was doing, right? Even do the fake MAGA bitch ass nigga. But if you go around and everybody say AB, and then all of a sudden you say C minus, but with no reason for saying that, that's odd. That's odd as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no odder than that.
Nah, you can't.
So my thing is him sitting there knowing he a MAGA, right? He know he a MAGA. When we say he MAGA, he been supporting all of that shit, pushing out that shit on Twitter, pushing out that shit on January 6ers and all that dumb shit. So at this point, he know he is. He been doing this for 6 years.
Yep.
Everybody know Trump been running for 10 years, a decade. 6 of these years, he been posting Trump shit. It was no reason for him to be in that room saying whatever the fuck he's supposed to be independent. It was just the dumbest shit, bro. For him to turn into an actor while he's sitting there, I don't know. I just think she should wait. What? You're not even making no fucking sense, bro. She gotta wait. What they gotta do with the speech?
It ain't got nothing to do with the speech because he was gonna say he already had in his mind with long shit. When they picked him for the panel, or when they even asked him would he consider being on the panel, he already knew what the fuck he wanted to do. So that's why I can't even say he pulled the wool over their eyes because they knew which way his political leanings was. And if they didn't check his social media and all that shit before they put him on a panel, they trying to fool motherfuckers. No, they didn't.
I don't think they did.
They couldn't have.
No.
Because even
if he 2 minutes.
Even if he said, I like Trump, but I'm open to hers. If you check his social media like they did on the Midas Touch, if you would have did that, you would have said, nah, we can't have you on the panel because that would, that really would fuck the panel up. So you really can't, they really didn't do it. Or if they did it, they just didn't care.
And then on top of that, he gonna threaten Midas Touch with his lawsuit.
For what?
Talking about what? Like they fucked up his business or something, right? You fucked your business up.
You fucked your business
Bruh,
up.
if you go on his motherfucking face, he gonna cut his Instagram off. But if you go on his Facebook joint, it's still up. It's a business Facebook, real estate agent. Bruh, he got so many comments in that joint right in his ass. You can't, like, that's not nobody's fault but yours, bro.
Yours, bro.
If you would went on that joint and been like, if you would start off that whole conversation and be like, I'm a MAGA before anybody know I'm a MAGA. Now I listened to her speech and I feel this way. We would have understood that. But you hid and acted like you was actually an independent. You was faking on the stage.
Right. Look, he might have did it on his own, or somebody might have pushed him towards it, or he thought he was doing something for the cause or whatever. But he went on there, so he gonna say, and they didn't. I think CNN. I think what they seen was this is a black Trump supporter or a black MAGA who says he's leaning hers. I mean, no. He says he's open to hers, not leaning hers. He's open to hers, and they wanted to put him on there to see what he would say. But he already knew what he was.
Yeah,
his
ass was being deceitful. First of all, by sitting there
and they
knowing in his mind he ain't gonna switch from Trump.
Yeah, and he was being deceitful. CNN was being deceitful, and so
by not doing their due diligence, just looking this nigga up.
But all they had to say from the beginning was, hold on, we got Bryant Rosado on here. he in the past he's supported Trump, but he says he's open to voting for Kamala Harris. That's all they had to say.
They didn't do that.
But you didn't do that, and it was days. But just remember, the motherfucking speech was what, last week?
Yeah, somebody
Last
had to
Thursday?
research it to make you say something.
And it's Tuesday, and y'all just coming out basically with a statement is that, like, fuck it, it's over with. Fuck it. That's basically what your statement is saying.
You better not put another independent panel up.
But
nobody
they
give
don't
a
have
fuck
one.
about that. No
They
more.
don't have one. They're
At
gonna have one
all.
after the debate. They're gonna
No.
have one after the debate. Watch.
We talking about pieces of trash. Oh, first of all, let's get on the bitch that was in there. Talking about, I still don't like either body. What the fuck is she talking about? What? Make your mind up, ho. And you better not have no abortions no time soon. Let's figure out, what are you waiting for as a female? What the fuck are you sitting there trying to contemplate on? Or you just want to keep coming on CNN? What the fuck are you doing? At one point, he got to ask her, what is your issue then? Because now what is you doing?
She just say she don't like neither candidate.
Like what?
Okay, cool.
That don't even make sense no more. Because it's not the candidates no more. We got the issues where you can make a broad decision of they two different people. They want to take places two different places.
Okay.
At this point, you making no sense by saying, I'm not sure. You're not sure if you want to eliminate the Department of Education or not? You're not sure if you want to make women and men that like men and women that like women banning shit now? You think you not sure about that yet?
Nah, she ain't
What the fuck are you talking about at this point? At this point, like, what are we talking about?
I guess she was one of them.
She just want to keep coming on the channel.
Yeah, she was one of them, double haters. People that didn't like Trump and didn't like Biden either.
You see how red she turned? She was lying.
Right. But she, look.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't like either one of them.
As far as the issues go, people know what issues they stand on, and they know what issues affect their life, affect their family, affect their community, and whatever, and so on and so forth. They already know. You bitch know, you know what you stand. But for this, you don't like one of the candidates. You don't like neither of the candidates. And she say she might not vote at all. Okay. But at this point,
yeah, we way past that point.
At this point, the contrast is clear.
Yeah.
It's not like
a Romney or somebody where it's
right,
mushy.
where it's like right. It's not like where, put it like this. In most elections, and you got two sides, you got people that like ideas from both sides. You got some people that's, well, I'm gonna leave this on independents. You got independents, they're like, well, damn, the Democrats got some good ideas, but I also like some of the things that the Republicans talking about. So it's close like that. But when you get to an election and you're talking about shit like Project 2025, you're talking about presidential power, where this motherfucker can basically get into office and say he can do what he want, and he's going to do what he want. When you're talking about women's rights and women's health care, civil rights, you're talking about a whole lot of shit that's really black and white. When Biden was in the race, this is why I think that it'd have been really, really close, but I think Biden would have eked it out. Because when you put them issues up, it was a lot of people, and they admitted it. He said, I don't like Biden, but the other side is worse, and I would hold my nose and vote for Biden. Because what what the Republicans or MAGA in them is proposing is much worse than anything that the Democrats could put out. So the issue's already been out there, and she's not running on no different issues than what Biden was running on. She just putting her ideas, some of her ideas, and what she would like to do for the country to the forefront. So the issues didn't change. So what she was talking about, liking the candidates, sometimes you might not like the motherfucker, but you gotta make your stance known. Because, I don't like her. She got some good ideas. And even if I don't like all her ideas, She is for the people. She is for freedom. She is for women, protecting women's health care. She is for protecting the Department of Education. This other guy, he wants to fucking ban abortion. He's still worried about building a wall. He want to build a wall around the whole country. He want to do all of this shit. He want to implement Project 2025. Sometimes you can say, fuck who I like. I cannot let this shit happen. That's at the point we're at. That was the point we was at with Biden, and we still at that point with hers. We were at the point where we say, "No, I can't let this shit go down." And that was just, I don't know. Maybe she'll change her mind and like somebody, or hey.
I mean, at this point, man, like I told you before, like these people is irrelevant at this point. Like if you're a person that don't know who to vote for at this point, you just ain't making no sense. We can't. You ain't enough information to give you at this point. Like you really dumb. Yeah. We off the streets. Like motherfuckers that been college, they be doing all this shit on YouTube and all this shit. They dumb as fuck when we watch them and listen to them. It's like, bro, you can't be this that dumb and you graduated from college, bro. Like, why you saying that and you know that's wrong? You know what I'm saying? That's how I be looking at these niggas. Like, bro, you graduated from college. You black. Why you saying that?
Well, I look at it like
you don't
this.
Even make no fucking sense.
I look at it like this. This is what I want to know. This is what I want to know. If it's not the issues that you are concerned about, and it's the candidate themselves, what are the personal issues you have with each candidate? What is it? What is about it? You don't like her laugh? You don't like her skin tone? You don't like her hairdo? Or you don't like his skin tone? You don't like that orange color on him? Or what is it? Say what it is that you don't like. Because if it's a personal issue with the candidates, that's not going to change. That's not going to change at all, because the personal issue going to stay a personal issue. If it's something that you personally don't like about them, that's not going to change. So what the fuck are you talking about? My opinion.
Let's talk about how the motherfucking campaign been going so far. How you feel about the campaign which is going on now? And this thing about her taking interviews and stuff, how you feel about that thing that they got going on with the interview thing? And how you think about how she doing about her campaign?
They can shut the fuck up about the interview, because the first interview is Thursday with Dana Bash on CNN. It's going to run at 9 p.m. Thursday night. So y'all can shut the fuck up. It's an interview with her and Tim Walz, and it's by that crazy ass damn Dana Bash, the one that moderated the damn or helped moderate the damn debate. So I already knew. I figured that after the conventions and all this other stuff, and then you're headed into a holiday weekend, so it'll get done.
Like, so the last 2 weeks of her being in the joint for 4 weeks,
right?
2 of the 4 weeks, they've been begging her to do a fucking interview,
right?
Like she ain't got shit to do,
right?
She got so much shit. She haven't picked a vice president yet. Y'all want to interview? She haven't got to a convention yet. Y'all want to interview? She got to coordinate this shit. She got shit to do, bruh. She got rallies. She got to attend. Like, bruh, y'all motherfuckers run around talking about, I need an interview. Well, she got to do it. No, motherfucker, you want to do an interview. And the Republicans want her to do an interview because they want to use that as their attack line. They need her to stumble up somewhere. That's what they trying to do. And the fact that the motherfucker press corps is bound town to this shit, and then you would pick this bitch Dana Bash. You see what this bitch did with the motherfucking debate the other day with Biden and Trump? Why Trump say, and she still, and the other motherfucker still didn't explain what Trump say when he texts you. He said the next day I text him too. Y'all ain't told us when he said to y'all yet. What you say?
Nothing.
So why the fuck would she pick you, that bitch, to do this shit anyway? The fact she picked you is good enough to shut motherfuckers up, because you biased as fuck already.
Yeah.
Period. You let Trump call you, text you after a lame ass debate that you ain't do shit to put him under fire for shit. But I guarantee you, Thursday, she gonna have Waltz under fire about some bullshit. She gonna have my girl under fire about some bullshit back in the day. Some she ain't do near bit in that fucking debate. Her trash and the motherfucking partner she had. Both of them motherfuckers are bums, bruh. Bum ass motherfuckers. Anytime Trump say I like you now, you's a bum.
Well,
Dana Bash, that bitch.
I'll say this.
Fuck her. She full of shit, but I guarantee she gonna come in and try to storm and burn these two up with some hard ass questions. Something she didn't do to Trump.
She gonna try.
Fuck her.
She gonna try. But I'll say this.
She should have did the first one with a black journalist. Abby on CNN. Fuck this bitch. Or fucking Joy Reid. Fuck this hoe.
I agree with you on the things that she had to do, but it was one more and the most important thing she had to do before she gave out an interview. That's why they want, and this is why they wanted. A lot of people wanted her to, as you say, trip her up before she got going, and get hit her with a got you. She had to put her own platform together. She didn't have a platform.
They didn't give her time.
Right. She couldn't run on. She can't run on Biden's platform because that's his platform. She can't run on what he would do and what he said.
And what was you gonna ask her? She didn't have anything together yet.
So y'all, because they wanted to get her out there, and they wanted to get her. They wanted to tie her. They wanted her to tie her
before
to
she
a
can
position
get her position together.
before she even get it out there. So you can always go back with hope. You said this, and then they'll paint her as a flip flopper, or that she don't know what she
get
doing.
her whole policy
that
together.
That was a whole thing. Now, as far as CNN go,
but she was smart not to do not damn thing. She should get this shit together.
Right. I wouldn't have done it either. And the public knows this because it wasn't the
30
public
days ago.
It wasn't the public. It's not the public and the voters out there that's crying for an interview because she's taking her case straight to the voters. The thing is, that's a media thing.
Yeah,
the media want that.
Up. Yeah, they won't be the one to get.
And as far as it going on CNN, I think this is me personally. I think this is the beginning of her get revenge for Joe tour. I think Dana Bash, like you said, yeah, she's going to come with some tough questions. She's going to come with some shit about the past. She's going to come and try to trip her up. I'm not worrying about that with Kamala Harris. This woman is a train. I told you a long time ago. I
can't wait.
You tried to tell me this crazy bitch Shanahan that was with Kennedy. Oh man, she can handle Kamala Harris. No, what? Yeah, we go back and get the tape on that one.
Bro,
we had a good argument
right now.
that.
If Trump had her on it as vice president, that would be an issue. That's what I said.
No, we was talking about the debates. This was back in about this was
if
early.
She get on the stage and tell her story, like the same thing with a black dude. Yeah. If they tell their story, it'd be compelling issue to people tuning in late.
Yeah, but she got a story too. But anyway, I think she gonna be ready. I think whatever Dana Bash try to bring Thursday night, I think she's going to be ready. And I think she gonna light her ass up.
But I think
going in to light her ass.
I think
up.
her first. Motherfucking interview should have been. I think it should have been with Abby, that's on CNN, or Joy Reid, that's on MSNBC first, right? Second, I think the first interview should have been some shit with she and cooking, and they just ask them a question while they cooking.
Somebody doing that this week.
Who?
It's a politician that's doing.
No, I'm talking about her.
That's doing a cooking with Kamala. If they're doing a cooking with Kamala thing, I was just watching that. It's coming up.
So I think that's what it should be. Her interview should be that while she cooking, real comfortable, just casually talking. And then her first interview was gonna be with Walsh anyway, where they're gonna talk. She's gonna try. I think the main thing is gonna be going back to when she ran for president, or tying Walsh to some wild shit, right? When Walsh to me is one of the best picks. I wouldn't have never picked him, but it was the best pick. You feel me? Now let's talk about this tampon thing, right? That they keep hitting them with. So everybody can understand. He didn't mandate. He passed the bill to have the access to women health care, tampons in schools available, right? Now, same thing as food was free for kids from elementary to 12th grade in his state. Those two things alone are huge, bro. That's not simple things. These things relieve the middle class and poor people on certain days when they just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And then the middle class got and the upper class got money. But let's say their kid running late that day. We're running into the school. You ain't get a chance to give him no food. You know in your mind he's fed. See, this is the thing. It ain't because you rich, motherfucker. Days happen. Shit happen. You know what I'm saying? And you might be in that situation where you don't have to worry about it. You know your tax paying money is going to feed your child when he go to school, whether you feed him or fucking not. And I think that should be in America, bro. And then this tampon shit. What is the problem with a girl 12, 13? It's new shit in her life. She go to school, her parents probably didn't give her shit that day. What, she want to walk around with blood in her pants? Like, some of this shit is just, I don't know. How you feel about these two issues?
Well, extending the free lunch program for every child, that's cool, because what the hell? We can afford it. Now, they try to kick it, sticking with the tampon thing, talking about they put tampons in boys' bathrooms.
See, they try to do something.
No, that isn't the case. And look, like I say, I ain't telling you what I heard. I tell you what I seen, because I'm old enough to see both say all of it. But I've been in school. Yes, I have. I've been in school. I've been in middle school, high school, but in middle school, I've seen times when, look, girls don't know when they're going to get their first period. And I've seen girls a couple times, quite a few times, get their first period in the middle of class. I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
It's embarrassing as fuck.
It's embarrassing. Some of them don't know what's happening. And you know how motherfuckers talk, and youngins talk just as much as old people. And before she got to the nurse's office real good, you know, it was all over the school. Oh, yeah, such and such, she came on her period and been in class and all this whole other shit. So if you don't know when you're going to come on, and there's a point where you're a developing young woman, and you ain't had your first period yet, of course you're not running around with a motherfucking tampon. So in that case, yes, she can run. She can run to the bathroom, do what she had to do.
To the nurse or whatever the fuck.
Like you were saying,
what's up. Yeah.
It could be times when the girl could be out and didn't have one, or she put a tampon on and thought she might make it through the day or whatever, or she just didn't have it. Well, fuck it, I got one. If I need it, I put on another one. I go in the bathroom, put on another one in school. That's what they're there for.
And then it goes to poor families.
Right.
Sometimes they just can't afford it that way.
She just might not have it.
And that family is more secure knowing that she has shit available for her when she get to school. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's more of it's a comfortability for poor and minorities and middle class people. It's just something that's just there. You pay taxes, bro. Yeah. But like Republicans want the money to go to rich people, right? And when the money go to stuff like this, it's a problem.
Y'all can hit Tim Walz on these issues all you want, but look, it comes down to a couple of things. With the school lunch thing, it comes down to a child hunger thing. That's basically what it's all. It's what it's all about.
That's why this administration got child poverty cut in half.
Yeah, and then like I was saying about the thing about the girls with periods. They'll come on and little ignorant people talk. I was one of them. I know how it is. So you got some people. Oh, you can't afford lunch. You get that free lunch, whatever the fuck. Bop. Use it, bully people or talk about people, whatever the fuck. Now they all on the same. They all on the same level. That was one of the reasons that the uniform situation came into play so much, because some parents and some families can't afford some of the shit or as much of the shit as some parents can afford. Well, fuck it. Everybody can wear this. Everybody got the same. So I don't want to hear you talking about this motherfucker ran over jeans or his this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Far as the motherfucking tampon thing go, with young girls, it's a health and sanitary issue.
Yeah, I just don't have no problem with that.
So
it's like
what is
some
it?
of this shit they be tripping off. It's like,
Yeah,
why do you care?
Yeah.
Like main man say, mind your own damn business.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? You get riled up about shit that's just irrelevant to you. A 13, 12, 14-year-old boy is not paying. They don't even give a fuck about no tampon on it. They might turn into a motherfucking a gun or something. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is you rapping about?
And you know, motherfucking how boys is. Boys are good. You got tampons in the fucking boys' bathroom. They're gonna wet them up.
First of all, it's not in the boys' bathroom. That was a lie.
That's a bald face lie.
There's no reason to even put it in there. Like, that was just, they just do stuff like that to make you be like, what the fuck they do that? You know what I'm saying? And be mad at this nigga. And then he had a nerve to call him tampon. What do you call him?
That's tampon Tim.
Like,
but this is what I got to say about that. This is what I got to say to y'all Republicans about that.
This shit is crazy.
Y'all wanna ban abortions
It's crazy.
And you want young girls knocked up, even if it's by their uncle or their father or their brother or whoever the fuck, and they can't get abortions and all this shit. You want to do all of that. But you don't want these young girls that y'all want to deny abortions or women's health care to. Y'all don't want them to have a simple ass what is called a sanitary napkin.
Yeah, just sanitation, bro.
You want them to sit around, like my man said, you want to sit around bloody all day?
They gonna be so embarrassed, bro, because one drip come out because we gonna be laughing. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
When I was 13, 14, you had one red drip on your anus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you be talking about all day.
Good God.
Let alone just be a flow. Like, uncontrollable, no tampon, no nothing.
I don't want to talk shit, but you know, me back in the school,
embarrassment right there.
Back in my school days, I was a legend. I talk more shit than the toilet.
Joan is the shit.
I will fire your ass up, and I'm still good.
Yeah,
But
Joan,
I was a motherfucker.
You
back then.
cannot slip when it comes to Joan,
Oh,
bro,
no, no,
NDC.
no, no,
Joan
no,
or the
fuck
dozens,
no,
wherever
no,
it
I
is in
was
your
good.
state, it's Joan in here.
But
it just can't play here. Yeah, that's why I feel like Trump is in for the hell of a motherfucking night when that debate comes, because I know she know about Joan. And he thinking this is a white lady. This ain't no white lady like motherfucking Hillary. This is a black lady. She know about the dozens.
He mad. I thought we was gonna have the same rules as the last debate. Fuck no, you ain't had the motherfucking same rules as the last debate. Because the last debate, them motherfuckers on CNN sit there and let you lie, and they agreed to not fact check.
She had a nerve to let that bitch be the first motherfucker interview.
I'm telling you, the first time she tried to
worst.
fact, I'm telling you,
what's her name?
That's
Dana Bash. Remember her name?
Hey.
Podcast is telling you. Keep a fact check on that whole name.
She's gonna. I'm telling you, she's
gonna
gonna fact check.
She's gonna try to overdo it.
She's gonna fact check both of them.
Something she ain't do to Trump.
Check, and you know what's going on?
How many lies he had today? It was like 90
90
something. It was 100. 100 lies that bitch let slide past.
100.
This bitch is not gonna let motherfucking one lie slide past that night.
Oh, she not letting nothing get nothing. She's gonna fact check, and she gonna think, and that's what's going. That's what's going to get her ass lit up.
Not gonna do none of that.
That's what's going to happen. But she gotta.
That bitch gonna be on.
Look, if y'all think if y'all think shit funky now, y'all wait till not Monday but Tuesday. Y'all wait till Tuesday after Labor Day weekend is over. Oh, shit gonna get real. That's when shit gets real. That's when you're gonna see every other commercial is gonna be a political commercial. That's when you're gonna see. That's when if you listen to Steve Harvey in the morning, you'll get eventually you're going to get Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. If you listen to DL Hughley, she'll end up on there. She gonna be on all of these joints. After this week, come Tuesday, then we going into the stretch run where shit gonna get ugly.
Don't forget your man, Charlemagne on board now.
Fuck him. He did already said something else stupid because they've been frying his ass for the last day or so.
So now he on motherfucking The Native Podcast. That's the name of the joint I'm trying to make. They got my girl on it. I keep forgetting her name. The Native Podcast, where there's two black women and a man on the joint. And all of a sudden now he on their podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was never on that shit before. They was always pro Biden. They was never talking like he was talking. Almost nobody was talking like him, bro. That was black. So all of a sudden now he is back in.
Yeah.
He back in, and he in the fold. He on that podcast. It looked like it done took Main Man off. I hope he ain't do that because Main Man was all right. And then on top of that, at the DNC last week, right? You had where the DNC gave 200 passes out to motherfucking content creators and YouTubers and TikTokers and all that shit, right?
Yep.
And my thing is about that whole thing, right? Is when you start doing that, is what's the criteria? How that come up? Who does that? Who do the picking and why they was picked and when were they picked, right? Not saying that we wanted to be one of the ones picked, even though we would.
That's a damn lie,
right? But it's just like I just want to know how that came about. Did I miss an email or something? You know what I'm saying? From the Kamala campaign, did I miss an email or not? I don't know how this thing worked. Are they going by what was the criteria? But I'm gonna ask you about that and the whole thing about content creators being there. Is that a good or bad thing? Is that good?
It's a good thing because that's where a lot of people get their news from. A lot of people get up on shit from content creators like that. A lot of people don't look. People like Midas Touch. People like what's the little young guy that be getting it? Harry Sisson. He was there. Too Raw, Too Real. Candidly Tiff. It's a whole lot of them that they get. A lot of people go to them to get up on what's going on because they don't trust mainstream media, and the content creators, they don't have no filter, so they get it to you raw, they get it to you real. They ain't cutting out shit. They'll tell you exactly what's going on. So a lot of the ones that I seen there, like the 12-year-old Young been doing it for a minute. He been doing it since Stacey Abrams.
That too.
Since Stacey Abrams, like I say, and the other ones I mentioned, and it was more. So they not only did they get their own area, but they got access to surrogates, to people in the campaign and stuff like that, which you should, because if you're trying to reach everybody, you can't expect the people to go to you. You got to bring the people in, and you got to go to where the people are. And that's what she's doing. Now, if the Republicans can't get with it, fuck them. If mainstream media don't like it, fuck them. Just like for those who are tuning in to our podcast, you hear stuff on here, and you hear it say it in a way that you're not going to hear on CNN, MSNBC, the major networks. None of that shit. We're going to give you the raw, the uncut, the unfiltered, and we're not going to leave anything out. We're going to give it to you as best we know. We bring it to you real, So that's why she's smart to get those people in, because they have a lot of followers and they get a lot of clicks. So them are views and clicks and shit that the other side ain't getting. That's why I was just looking a little while ago. And that goes to the young people. Since she's been in the race, there's been 176%. Get this now, 176% uptick in the registration of young black females to vote. And where do young black females and young people in particular get their news? X, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, and on down the line, Instagram, everywhere. So That's why you bring them aboard. And I'm telling y'all right now, if Hoodview Politics ain't there at the Democratic Convention in 2028, if we ain't on the list, there's gonna be some shit going on.
But you gotta realize,
if I got to drive to that motherfucker, we gonna be there. If we got to drive there, and we'll post up outside the goddamn. If we can't get in, we'll post up outside.
you gotta always realize though, we podcasters, like some of those podcasters do other things on their channel. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Their TikTok channels and all that stuff. So they're more exposed. You know what I'm saying? But you made a good point about it having all those people walking around the convention was a good thing. And you made a good point about a 12-year-old, right? A 12-year-old that's at the motherfucking DNC called Noah.
That little Noah.
I can't even. I'm gonna let y'all just listen to him for a minute. Then we're gonna come back and y'all gotta understand what he's saying.
I'm dumbfounded of how a grown man, well, I don't know if he's a grown man, but a grown man like Mike Lindell approaching in that way. I had a simple question of why he's questioning a completely legitimate election. He had no proof. He said there was an elected official that found voter fraud, and I said, okay, what's her name? He said the first name, but refused to give me a last name, when the last name of a public official, an elected official at that, should be out there if they want to get reelected even. So I'm confused as to why he had such a hard time figuring that out.
Right, look, let's put that to one side. You've become a bit of an online star, certainly for a 12-year-old. What made you get involved in all this for the Democrats?
Yeah, the Democratic Party has the best policy platform we have seen. It's the oldest party also. And I'll also just say that the policy platform, not only we get a 2-in-1 deal this election, we get to defeat Donald Trump, and we get a good policymaker in the White House. So that's why I'm in.
Right, so how important do you think, and we've just seen a report on social media influencers there and what's happening. How important do you think social media will be in this election?
Yeah, I think it'll be very important. Let's start off with kids and 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds don't typically read old school news. They go to TikTok for their information. They go to Twitter for their information. They're kind of tired of old school media, no offense. But I think it'll be highly critical to combat misinformation, but to provide new information as well.
Right, who's winning, in your view, the battle on the For You pages on TikTok?
Yeah, the FYP, Kamala Harris.
Aren't you surprised I knew about that?
I am. I mean, hey, I say Kamala Harris is winning the FYP battle by far. We've seen so many great influencers, musical artists, and actors endorse Kamala, and Trump has Kid Rock. So, who and Hulk Hogan? So, who really cares about those two when you have stars that young people actually care about up front supporting Kamala?
Yeah.
We'll throw this.
Yeah, so when we've got this big speech tonight, for instance, right? Kamala Harris here tonight.
Right.
Do you think that's less important now, and it's more important what you guys are doing on TikTok and on other social media platforms? Is the big speech losing its impact, you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's funny enough, the big speech will be displayed on social media. So we need the big speech to use kind of like as a template to show that social media is important. And this speech, the big speech tonight will help display that.
But it's moments you're after. I mean, it's tiny moments from a much broader speech, isn't it? So it's possible that people are not getting the full context.
So if Kamala uses a word, for example, if Kamala says like a word that Gen Z uses frequently, then that'll get on your For You page and the young people will eat it up.
Do you know how there's a lot of people who think...
Now, you said a lot there.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that's key about this is explaining how. Now, first of all, y'all got to understand 13 or something like that. So just be like, he can't even vote.
No.
But he got more sense than some of these black magas.
Yeah.
Easy. Now, he made a good point about the media itself, where people his age and a little older don't even go to CNN or none of that shit, right? That shit gotta be floating on their TikTok or their Twitter. It gotta come to them almost, right? And he made it clear that if she just say certain words, it puts her on the For You page. Like, For to have a 12-year-old in that joint and be that motherfucking what's the name about politics is crazy, bro. And you see how like everything he asked him, it was like he knew what he wanted to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Well, he said Democrats are the oldest party. Like, old man ain't expect him to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when he said the policies of Kamala, you know what I'm saying? Man not really expecting him to say that though. You know what I'm saying? Like once he started talking like that, he'd be like, really? Now let me ask you something else then. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, yeah.
See, that's what you call forward thinking. You see, because you killing two birds and you're doing two things at one time. You multitasking for real, because the younger voters that you want to reach and the younger voters that don't go to Trump, you reach them and you get your message out through social media influencers, through TikTokers, and doing all of this. That's how you reach them. And while you're doing that, her campaign also notices that if she wins this year, gets 4 years. The next wave of those voters that she was reaching this time, the youngest ones that can vote in the next election right now are 14 years old. So you land the groundwork to get your next wave of voters too. They're not stupid. It's forward thinking. That's why Democrats are called progressive. Forward thinking.
Now, all right. We're gonna go in a little further where he came on my man.
He can't even vote in the next election.
What's his name?
Damn.
Roland Martin. He came with Roland Martin. Right? So he ran his rounds on a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
So now y'all know my man Roland Martin. That's my man. So I'm gonna let y'all hear about, his stop on Roland Martin's show. We're gonna come back on into that.
What inspired you to do this media work?
It's mainly because of the importance of the election, and I appreciate you for all you do, fact-checking folks and stuff. And it's the importance of electing Kamala Harris. In this election, you get a 2-in-1 deal. You get to defeat Donald Trump, and you get a good policymaker.
Absolutely.
All right.
See? Oh no.
All right.
I've been checking out his videos. You've been killing the game.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How old are you?
I'm 12.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So where do you find the time in between school and your media work?
So I'm homeschooled, so I get a little bit more time. So usually when I'm on the Zoom, I'll get the work done fine, and then I'll do my tweets and do what I do.
Gotcha.
So if you were able to vote in this election, who would you cast your ballot for?
Absolutely Kamala Harris. No third party, because they have no chance of winning. It would only split my vote. Donald Trump, because he's Donald Trump. And so Kamala Harris with the best policy platform.
Come on, Noah.
Boom. My question: What's your most important policy right now?
My most important policy right now is keeping, first of all, the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act, which is so critical. And we've seen a lot of pro-Black legislation out of the Biden-Harris administration. Right now, I would love to see her raise the minimum wage for our workers.
How are young people feeling about being educated on politics based on what they learned from you?
Yeah, so they usually have my cousins especially have a better time listening to me than listening to the aunties, but it'll be very helpful if I could get on your show and spread the word for other young people to get the message out how important it is.
Well, that's going to happen. So we're going to work on that. And then I can show you all the tricks of the trade and help you advance in what you're doing.
Thank you, sir. I'm honored. Thank you.
So I've already sent you, and your phone is dead. So the first rule: always have some backup juice with you, because you cannot have your phone die. No.
That's right. I know you probably never have a dead phone.
No, because I got 5 bricks. I'm always have juice with 2 phones.
Right. You gotta have the juice, and you're gonna have the platform as well.
Absolutely.
Damn, Roland, I got 2 bricks.
I don't have no more bricks no more, but that's another story. But y'all gotta give main man a motherfucking round of applause first of all for being on his shit. First of all, for being 12, 13 years old and knowing that much shit.
Yeah, he can't vote for president until 2032.
But that's what I'm about to get into. Let's talk about that for a minute. I like the fact that he know about the politics. He good at it. He real informed. He took time out to know everything. But now, do you now, you're only 12, 13. What do you do now? Do you force the kid into maybe politics? Do you start telling him, oh, you about to be governor, senator, shit like that?
Yeah, let him do what he do.
That's what I
He's
mean.
still a kid.
This is almost like, it's real slippery, bro, because it's like, he gonna have people tell him what his future is now, right? Like most people that meet him now, they're gonna start saying, boy, you're gonna be a senator. You're gonna be the president. You know what I'm saying? But is that what he wanna do?
I mean,
He young as fuck. That's why I say some of this shit might go too far. Like when he said, we're gonna take care of it, we're gonna put you on a show or some shit. Why? You only 12, 13. What are you gonna do that for?
Let's see.
As Roland Martin, what are you putting him on there for? To do what?
Let's see, a youngin, somebody that young and that detailed and know that much about politics as he does, he likes it. Look, grown people don't even like politics, and to be deep into politics as he is, that's something that he like. I can see Shawty being being a politician, being a senator, a governor. I guess it's
that's what I mean. Now you see what's happening.
What he wants to do.
Now you see what's happening.
Yeah, but it's about to be what he wants to do, because he can get up there at 16 years old and say, I'm tired of this shit. I don't feel like
that's
that
now you got me now.
So,
and then another thing is some of this stuff he like when grown-ups, like he had to do argument back and forth with him, right? Eventually he gonna start to find out the harsh reality of politics, right? I don't think he's been exposed to that. He just been a TikToker putting videos out and that's it, right? Going on Roland Martin changes things. That's different. Where you sitting there now, you talking. Now it's people responding to you. It's a different atmosphere. Where is he ready for that as a 12, 13-year-old? Why would you put him in that?
You see how he shut Mike Lindell down?
No. You're not getting. That's probably his first conflict ever.
Nah.
Now you see what I'm saying?
But he been doing that shit since
not conflict.
Yeah, he been doing.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
He was doing videos, just doing videos. But conflict is different. That's his first time finding out conflict.
If that's what he wanted to do,
it was a grown man conflicting with him.
Nah. For him,
he's not used to that.
For him to shut that dude down, for him to shut Mike Lindell down, the way he shut Mike Lindell down, and Mike Lindell got up out of Shorty face. That ain't the first time that ain't the first motherfucker he shut down. But if that's what he want to do, if that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. I mean,
he haven't seen.
Oh, he
put it like this. What I'm saying is, he haven't seen anything yet.
No,
he's just been posting videos on TikTok.
Being a kid,
but if you put him on Roland Martin, now that's different.
Yeah, he's exposed. He's
and now you got to elaborate on more things now. Now, do you know more things? Yeah. We don't know that.
But see,
now you see what I'm saying? He only 12, 13 though.
Yeah, but you
why would you expose him like that?
But you only look when you have him on them shows like that, you only gonna
you can get these short bites.
He's not going on no hardcore Fox News show or no shit like that. He gonna go to friendly places where they're gonna take care of him.
Well, when Roland Martin say I got you, I'm gonna call you.
Yeah,
you gonna come on the joint. What is he gonna do?
He gonna mentor him. That's what he's saying. Look, I got.
What, you gonna put a show? Give him a show or some shit?
What he's saying is, I got you. I'm gonna mentor you. Here's what he said. I'm gonna show you the tricks of the trade. I'm gonna teach you the ropes. When you get it, you know, if this is what you want to do, you gonna have all.
Young
you
said,
know what I know.
You got the platform. Yeah. I would love to be on your joint. That we said we're gonna take care of that.
Yeah, but
so that means bringing them on the show. Do what?
He ain't ready for no show.
No, now we on the same page.
He ain't ready for no show because
we're on the same page.
All the places he going now, because he's 12, and you do got some dirty
crazy
motherfuckers out here.
Yeah.
You got dirty motherfuckers out here like that stupid ass like Mike Lindell. people like a Roger Stone, a motherfucker like that,
Yeah.
that will try to trash a 12-year-old.
Yeah,
He's
they
not
will.
going nowhere. He's not going nowhere, and his parents ain't gonna let him go nowhere. That they not gonna take care of him and protect him. So it's.
I just think
and
politics is a real mental. It will fuck a kid up, and he just 12.
Yeah,
you gotta let him have his life. And politics is crazy. I don't think he's seen enough of it to know how crazy it is.
If anybody out there and on the other side, and it's people that will, I ain't saying because it's people, especially them maga mofos, they will attempt to go at and trash a little 12-year-old. If you do that, you need your ass whooped.
They gonna do it though.
But
See that man got in his face.
Yeah.
Like if I was his son, I probably would punch him in his mouth. Because why would you get in his face like that?
Shorty got him up out of there too. He be like, that shit went viral when he shut that shit. And y'all motherfuckers know who Mike Lindell is. All of y'all who bought one of them dumbass My Pillows before his ass went bankrupt.
He gonna call himself shaving his mustache off, going
And
like
try to
nobody
go
gonna
in
know
and
who
get
he is.
in
Like
disguise,
what the fuck? He's
But,
a dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, Shorty be all right. He'd be like a Luke Russett coming up in the game.
Because I see this in the hood a lot where motherfuckers be having their kids playing sports or something. They be good as shit at 11, 12, 13, 16, 17. They don't want to do that shit.
I don't want to do
You
this
see
shit.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah,
That happens a lot in the hood too.
Hell yeah, because a lot of it,
Basketball and
the fucking
football.
parents be like, they want to live their dreams.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And they don't be wanting to do that
make you a
shit.
superstar. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they
I
really
ain't
don't.
wanna be no
And then they be so young that they just playing now. But when they get older, they be like, that shit that ain't what I want to do, bro. By that time, 5 years been invested in this shit.
Right. All the money I done spent on your ass. Fuck wrong with you?
No bullshit.
Let me see here.
Now, we all know about the motherfucker. Well, in case y'all didn't know, right? It was a case in motherfucker where it was part of the Black Lives Matter movement. Breonna Taylor, right? Where her and her husband or her boyfriend was in the house sleep. And the police who was sent to the wrong address was doing a no knock warrant. Now, sleep at night, police bust in. He grabbed her gun, ran downstairs. Then he says the police never said police. Police said they did. He never heard none of that.
Police lie.
Exactly. He never heard none of that. All he heard was people kicking his door in. And as they kicked, he shot. Real simple. Now, the case has been brought, a judge has now ruled on that case. I want y'all to hear this real quick.
Of Louisville, Kentucky police officers that were accused of falsifying a warrant. That warrant would wind up leading to a botched police raid and the death of Breonna Taylor in her home back in 2020. U.S. District Judge Charles Simpson, initially appointed by Ronald Reagan back in 1986, wrote in a ruling just this week that Taylor's boyfriend, who fired a shot at police during the raid, caused her death, not a bad warrant. News Nation's Caitlin Becker is here with more on this ruling. Caitlin, I remember this death caused so much anger in so many communities. Now we're hearing this ruling. Tell us more.
You know, Hannah, we have to start really from the beginning of this case. The killing of Breonna Taylor was one of the major catalysts for the international growth of the Black Lives Matter movement, of course, following the death of George Floyd. 4 years ago, Taylor was gunned down by police inside of her Louisville apartment. The 26-year-old EMT and first responder was in bed when out of nowhere, police fired 32 times. They discharged their weapons blindly through exterior walls. Former Louisville Police Detective Joshua Janes and former Sergeant Kyle Meany, those are the ones who signed that no-knock warrant that led to her killing. Well, they were charged with depriving her of her constitutional right to be free of unreasonable searches and seizures resulting in death. Now, remember, that warrant was served to the wrong address. Police were not there for Breonna Taylor or her boyfriend or anyone in that home.
Now, this latest ruling is a big blow to the federal government's civil rights violation case against Janes and Meany. Charges that could have landed the pair in prison for life have been effectively reduced to misdemeanors. Now, in his decision, Judge Charles Simpson wrote, quote, while the indictment alleges that Janes and Meany set off a series of events that ended in Taylor's death, it also alleges that Walker disrupted those events when he decided to open fire. Now, it's important to note here that Kenneth Walker, that's Taylor's boyfriend at the time, testified that he had only returned fire because the police did not identify themselves, and charges against him in this incident were dropped more than 2 years ago. Now, the ruling this week completely goes against the case that Attorney General Merrick Garland laid out against the Louisville officers back in August of 2022.
Okay.
There's a lot going on there.
This is why y'all out there need to pay attention. This is why you need to listen when Trump says that he wants the police to have immunity from shit like that.
They got off anyway.
So that, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. So that they can do dumb shit like that, come in the wrong house, kill a woman they wasn't looking for, shooting through walls and shit blindly, all willy-nilly, and get away with it. That's why the judges that he appoint, that because he was in office, got to appoint these judges, they will make decisions like that. And you wonder, and if you listen to the clip, how the woman said that it was a blow to the civil rights case. It's a blow to the civil rights case because if you got a bunch of white right-wing judges on the bench that can make dumbass decisions like that, and you got a Supreme Court that is so far right and extreme that they will back them up, they don't have to pass laws to violate your civil rights. They got the judges on the bench to do it for them. And for those of y'all who don't know, these judges are appointed for lifetime terms. So he has put judges on the bench that are 30 something, 40 something, 50 something. So you got a long time to deal with this shit. And this ruling in this case is a consequence of who you allow into office, who you put in office. And you got a guy who says, and this is not me making nothing up, that he want to give officers who did shit like that, because wasn't nothing right about what they did. It should never be no damn no-knock warrant. Because if you don't know who coming in your house and somebody busting your house, damn right, you have every right to protect your house. That's what the Second Amendment and owning a gun is for. You have the right to protect your house, your family, your property. And he did what he was supposed to do. If they didn't knock and they bust up in his house, he's supposed to do what he's supposed to done. You don't know who the fuck coming in. And you got a guy that wants to give, you got a guy running for president who wants to give people who do police officers who do dumb shit like that, wrong shit like that, he wants to get them total immunity. No. That's why it's important you know the issues and know who you're voting for.
And that right there is so fucked up situation where you sleep, niggas start kicking your door in. Nobody's saying police.
No, I'm Papa
Now, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Is like, and for this judge to say it was your fault that your girl got killed, it's just fucking crazy, bro. Your fault? Let the two police officers leave, but it's your fault. What type of shit is that, bro? That don't even make any sense.
That judge shouldn't be on the bench.
Like, you're gonna make it my fault. that my girl was murdered by your fucking police officers. You want to try to make it my fault? That don't even make any fucking sense. And then on top of that, you had police kicking her door in while she sleep with a warrant that was not supposed to be at her house. Like, come on, Judge. Like, what are we doing, bruh? Like, I don't know. Like, come on, man. Like you cannot imagine your door being kicked in. That's why me personally, I don't think guns solve anybody issues. This is why. This is exactly why. All the guns out here, and you're gonna have a lot of situations like this. Let alone situations where people will shoot themselves, shoot their kids, accidentally shoot their friend. Not even including those situations. You know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, a gun is not, when people think guns, oh man, give me a gun and joint. Then they come in my joint, I'm gonna bust his head. It ain't even that simple, bruh. Just because you have a gun, don't mean that situation is gonna end where just because you have a gun, you're gonna be on top of this situation. It's just real simple. Guns to me make the situation even worse. Especially guns is not locked away. Guns is not motherfucking, don't have no serial numbers on it and all types of shit. You want to tell me those guns supposed to be out here in these streets? Doesn't make no fucking sense, bro. It just don't. At some point, you have to have a handle on guns. You can't tell me having a gun in your house just because you have a gun. Now think about it. No gun in the house, he don't shoot at the police. That don't happen, right? A gun in the house, you thinking I gotta shoot at the door. You shoot at the door, police kill you, everybody they can see it in your house, and it's your fucking fault. When it ain't supposed to be. It's the dumbest shit, bro. And you just defending yourself. So the gun thing is so hard for me because I know it's some places where people live. Because my folks come from North Carolina. So I know it's some places where you live where having a gun is viable, right? You don't want to be so far in the rural situation or shit, animals, people coming out that joint in your backyard and you can't defend yourself. You're so far away from police or whatever getting to you, right? I get all that, you know what I'm saying? But at some point, we got to have a handle on guns, period. Just because you want your gun or need your gun on the Second Amendment, don't mean every gun got to be out here illegal. The serial number shaved off, kids got them. That don't mean that. Those are two different things. You know what I'm saying? And that just goes to me personally with the gun issue. Me toting guns my whole adult life. You know what I'm saying? My first gun I had was a Luka Tech 9. You know what I'm saying? That was just spray shit. That was my first gun. So me personally, I know about guns itself, and I know about having guns illegally. You know what I'm saying? Every gun I ever had was illegal. You know? So just my point. Like, if you just eliminate that swath of shit happening, and the only people that's left are people that's legally having guns, and they got them locked up, put away, and they're responsible for whatever the fuck happened to them. That's how you put a handle on these guns. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I don't know if you want to elaborate on that before we.
I mean, look, Second Amendment is Second Amendment. You know, like I say, I always say you got a right to protect, to do what you got to do, or have what you think you need to protect yourself, your family, your property, so on and so forth. Protect what's yours. I draw the line is some shit that just don't need to be on the streets. But to say, you know, y'all bust up. Look, anybody know that been in any kind of situation with the law know that when they come for you, it ain't one or two coming for you. It ain't that shit you see on TV. When they come for you, they coming deep. So only a fool would sit there and the police announce themselves and he starts shooting. He a fool or he wants to die, or a fool that wants to die. So ain't nobody stupid. When they come deep. I don't give a fuck. You could be a little old lady. It's gonna be 10, 11 cars full of them motherfuckers and some other motherfuckers behind them. They're gonna be ready. So they ain't. What the hell? So they ain't. They shit don't add up. It didn't say that it's your fault that your girl died or got killed by the police when you basically was protecting her. The warrant wasn't for neither one of them. Y'all went to the wrong house. Y'all went to the wrong house. And I'm trying to figure out how it ain't even no consequences for that. You went to the wrong house and you killed somebody that wasn't even on the warrant, that she wasn't even looking for. But it's his fault? No.
That's crazy.
If you're going to blame a motherfucker, the first person you blame is the person that sent him to the wrong house. That's the first person you're going to blame. But come on. Like I say, look, shit matters. Stuff matters. I mean, the littlest thing that you don't think matters. And people, you vote for the people that put these judges on in. You vote for the sheriffs the sheriffs and police officers. You vote for the fucking that run the police or run the sheriff departments. You vote for the governors, the mayors, all these people that appoint these people. And I tried to tell y'all a long time ago, and I'm gonna keep on telling y'all, don't think it's not just about voting for the president. You got to vote in your local elections, because that's how you get the school board that you get. That's how you get the district attorneys that you get. All of these people is voted in. And if you care about your community, you got to know who the people in charge of your community, because let's get one thing straight. All these laws that they trying to pass, guess what? They didn't pull that shit out of thin air. They was tried and they succeeded somewhere. So they want to push that shit on a national level. All the shit that they was doing in Project 2025, it is in some areas of this country. They tried some of that shit. Tried all of that shit. And to them it worked. So they just want to expand that shit to the whole country. How did you think we got the Affordable Care Act? The Affordable Care Act started it was in one state only, by a Republican governor at that, Mitt Romney. And you know what? Our President Obama said, hold up. This can work through the whole country. It wasn't nothing he just made up. He had his own ideas and he seen where it worked and how it worked. And he put a plan together to put his own idea together. But all of these ideas start at the local level and they move up. They move up from local to state to federal. So it does matter. That's how you get the police department that you get. That's how you get the fucking mayors that you get, the governors that you get. And if you don't care and don't vote, hey, you can't complain.
Really appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, man. You know how we come every Tuesday night. Live streaming. That's YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Holler at your boys. We for show. We on what's that Trump shit, that truth social shit. We everywhere. Instagram, holler at your boys. You know what I'm saying? Now, before we get out of here though, when Senator Harris was running for president, right? There's something my motherfucking this is when she first ran. Something I noticed about the protesters and shit, right? Like they don't really be having nothing really. They just, I don't know. But she was on a stage 3-4 years ago when she was running for president herself, and they was asking her questions, and a protester ran up on stage. I want y'all to watch this shit real quick before we move.
Next question, Senator. on implementation of your first big idea on the gender pay gap, not everyone works for a corporation.
Yes.
And a big,
Hey,
Hello. Oh, hi. Wait a minute, sir.
Asking for your attention to a much bigger idea than.
Thank you so much, sir, for your big idea. But we want to make sure that we are able to get through this. Okay, it's okay, folks. It's okay. People have their own big ideas. They have their own big ideas.
Yeah.
But we also want to make
It's
sure
okay,
that we are
guys.
being respectful to our folks that have come here to speak to us.
You just
So
gotta be respectful
here's what we're
to all
gonna
the
do.
folks that are
What we're
coming
gonna
out here.
do. Yeah, we want that ass back. Yes,
You're good. We need a mic for her. We need a mic. All right.
Don't worry. I'm so sorry about that.
All right.
Give it up. Give it up for swinging up the Kelly. You had a question, and I want to answer. You have a question. Yes. Big ideas for him.
Yes. Okay, we're going to actually go to a move on member question,
Okay.
which is from Ryan from South.
All right. So, all right. First of all, that's the press secretary today, whether y'all know that or not. She's from MoveOn.org. And at that time, she was hosting this joint. I guess she was an advisor or something. And right now, she's the press secretary. She's one of our rising stars. And then if you look back at it, you can start realizing that if Kamala become president, shorty somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Now, she literally jumped up in front of a motherfucker she don't know and blocked her from shorty. I know Kamala remember this. Like, and I didn't even know they knew each other like this. You feel me? So when I seen that, I was like, hold up. Not only do they gonna know each other, that I know she fucks with shorty because shorty jumped in front of this clown before anybody knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, she was just like, what the fuck? Yeah, you want the bike? What's happening? You know what I'm saying?
Niggas, you flip.
Go ahead.
You don't sit your ass down. Last night, whoop your ass up in here.
Like when he first came, you can see right here where he just reached for the mic. She just handed the mic like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you sit your Sami Zayn looking ass down.
This shit was funny as shit. Go ahead.
But that shit, I don't worry about that shit happening no more after Trump allegedly got his ear blown off.
And that's my point. I was just trying to make a point that she was running for president at that time, and look how wide open she was.
Yeah, but
he could have choked her out right there.
Yeah,
for real.
but they don't get Secret Service protection until they get to a certain point.
She was a senator.
Senators and congressmen don't get Secret Service protection.
She a senator and running for president, and somebody can walk up to her and almost smack her in her mouth if he wanted to.
They don't get Secret Service protection.
He could have punched her in the mouth.
Yeah, he could have knocked her. He knocked her slammed out.
And that bitch that tried to get in the way.
They don't have no protection.
He could have knocked both of them out.
If they get protection, the only time they got protection is when they on Capitol Hill and you got the Capitol.
So why would Trump need some protection then?
He's an ex-president.
What do you mean?
He's an ex-president. Ex-presidents get Secret Service. If you've ever been a president, you get Secret Service protection for life.
He got way more than the shit he supposed to get.
Yeah, because he's an asshole. He do now. They increased this shit because he got shot. But he wasn't getting no, as an ex-president, he wasn't getting no more than what Obama, Clinton.
Yeah, but he got racked now. He got way more.
Racked more now because he's running and he got shot.
That's what I mean. The running thing, like you just said, they don't get nothing for that.
Nah, they don't
get shit.
Because
so why would he get extras?
But
he did get the ear blown off though.
After Trump got like Robert F. Kennedy.
I think he got something, didn't he?
He got it after Trump got shot. Yeah. He didn't have none. Shit. Cornel West and Jill Stein still ain't got no protection.
Cornel West still out there? What he doing?
He running for president. Where have you been?
Hey, Cornel. Hey, my guy. I don't fuck with you, but at this point, you always screaming black people now. Now you got to explain to me now What are you doing?
Oh, and since I brought up Cornel West, I wanted to talk.
Explain to me. What are you doing? This black lady in this thing. Talk to me now. What are you doing?
Cornel, I got something to say to you.
Come on, Cornel West.
I was going to talk about Plies tonight, but I'm going to talk about Plies on the next pod. But Cornel West.
Come on. What we doing?
Hey, look, I know you out there, but look, I don't believe this shit you put out there talking about that Harris campaign offered you $10,000 and a cabinet position to quit.
What cabinet? To do what?
I don't know. Maybe a kitchen cabinet. I don't know
what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, man.
No, it is now. The Harris campaign did reach out to him to get him to drop out. They did do that, but I'm thinking that was only her giving him some type of respect as a black man that been fighting for our issues for a while, right? She noticed him and be like, look, just reach out to him and see.
Don't embarrass.
Get him out. Yeah, exactly. Just what you want to do here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do nothing. You go further, it's gonna make yourself look bad, bro. It's gonna fuck your whole brain.
Okay, yeah. Cornel West confirmed that Kamala Harris and the DNC tried to bribe him with money and a job in administration if he dropped out and endorsed Kamala Harris.
There'll be no reason to do that.
Yeah, Kamala's DNC offered to pay his campaign debts and give him a job in administration. Look?
To do what?
Cornel West, there is no job in administration.
To do what?
What the fuck? You're not going to be Secretary of State. You're not going to be Secretary of Education. You are not going to be Secretary of Transportation. You're not going to be the lowest level motherfucking secretary. You're not going to be You're not going to be an advisor. You're not going to be
$10,000. Is that what you said?
He said to pay his campaign debts. Now I don't know. This motherfucker.
He sound dumb, bro. Instead of him coming out and saying, "Look, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna have a speech. I'm gonna say I'm dropping out and I'm endorsing you."
But see,
and let everything flow. You cannot continue as a black man going against this black woman, bro.
No.
So you gotta explain yourself now.
That's
Now
why
you
I'm
just
talk
looking
about
crazy.
Plies.
Now you
I'm
look
talk
crazy.
about Plies on the next part. But Cornel West, bruh. Listen to me. You are polling. You are polling at less than 1%. You have less than 1%. You know what that means? You, in the grand scheme of things, in this presidential election, you are irrelevant. You and Jill Stein. I don't know which one of y'all got the most.
Why do Jill Stein keep running? She's been running for 10 years.
Crazy.
Every year she's on the ballot. Why?
It's crazy.
What are you doing?
Because somebody like Cap gonna motherfucking vote for her.
Running for no reason. She's a Russian plant.
Yep.
And then let's not forget Tulsi Gabbard. Oh my God, I forgot about her, bro.
Yep.
This bitch is going to endorse Trump. Tulsi Gabbard.
Hey, this thing.
She ran for the president in a Democratic Party 3 years ago. 3 years later, you're gonna back a racist pig. That means you were never a Democrat. It's no way possible. You can go from Democrat and go all the way over to what the fuck Trump. That's why. And I do like when people be like, man, they be purging people. Democrats don't let people get. I see why. You're not a fucking Democrat. Why bring you in this? Why have you in our fucking debates? Why have you in our primaries?
Yeah.
When you's a fucking, what's the name that say, I'm an independent? Or if you're a motherfucker to say, I'm not a Democrat. Or if you're a motherfucker to beat up on Democrats for your living. Or you're a motherfucking Democrat that beat up on Obama for your living.
Yeah,
what makes you a fucking motherfucking Democrat when it's time to run for president? No. So that's why I give a good shout out to motherfuckers that purge these bums. They be mad. Main man for Young Turks, mad. But your bitch asses are not Democrats. We don't have time for that. We need hardcore people to advance the Democratic platform. Not fools that's on the edge. Don't know if they, next thing you know, you're a Republican. Like, what the fuck is that? Same thing with Joe Lieberman, bitch ass. That shit is crazy to me, bro. Get these niggas out of here. He run for president. 3 years later, he a Republican or some shit. Fuck are you doing? What's the other clown that be on Fox now that was from Tennessee? Ford's son. Oh. This bitch ass nigga on there probably a Democrat get treated all types of way. Yeah, my man disrespecting his blackness on that thing the other day.
I'd
Did you
smack-
see that
I'd
shit?
have smacked the shit out of him.
Did you see that?
I'd have hit him like I would have hit him like Big Red Head Bird.
That nigga said, you ain't black. Huh?
I said, you black, you put that on.
Yeah, you ain't black. You just put
Put
this
that
on.
hat on. I would have took that hat.
Bruh.
Shit, they would have had to pull that hat out of his throat doing the commercial
They
break.
just here's a black man, just let them do whatever the fuck they want to do and say to him on it. That's crazy.
Without how.
Can't take it. But we do appreciate everybody to take their time out, man, to listen to us, man, and take your time out to subscribe. We appreciate you a whole lot if you take the time out to subscribe, like our podcast. You know what I'm saying? We just a broke podcast. You know what I'm saying? Broke mics, broke cameras, just hood everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
don't like
we
to send
do
us some shit.
We do just want y'all to motherfucker at least subscribe. You know what I'm saying? At the very least. You know what I'm saying? You know, niggas come off the motherfucking CNN and make a YouTube. Y'all motherfuckers send them super chats. They don't even need no fucking money. You know what I'm saying, dog? They got high price mics as it is. You want to send them super chats. Yeah. But all we want to do is motherfucker get a like and subscribe.
Sure,
you know?
SM, whatever the fuck it is.
Appreciate y'all a whole lot.
What's on my next ride coming?
Whole lot. Everybody that take the time out, though. You know, this is Hoodview Politics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know, we're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. The hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench.